You're watching Big 12 Now on ESPN+. Tonight, the second-ranked Baylor Bears are growling. 55 points on the board in the first half. They lead Arkansas Pine Bluff 55-12. Here at halftime, we talked about Baylor's reading program out in the community, their community involvement, and our crew caught up with Donovan Burris from Baylor's Student Athlete Center for Excellence.
I'm King McClure here, joined by Donovan Burris. Donovan, you and the Baylor men's basketball team have made a lot of change in the community. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so a big thing that our athletics department puts an emphasis on is community engagement. And one way that our men's basketball program wanted to be intentional about that this fall was by partnering with the local elementary school. And that elementary school was JH Hines Elementary. And what we did was we partnered with them to increase their literacy, reading, encourage the students to pick up books that interest them. From the week before Thanksgiving until just last week, we were able to read over 12 hours collectively, coaches and student athletes involved. The students at JH Hines, the 4th grade class, 5 different classes, 81 students were impacted, and they read over 300 hours in just a short month. We donated about 30 books to celebrate how many different ways they were able to read, increasing their youth literacy with the elementary school. And it was just really exciting because we were able to have our hands in them increasing their reading, finding what's interesting to them, and being able to just dive into books.
How important was this for Coach Drew to actually implement this and get this off the ground?
So Coach Drew, it's funny story about Coach Drew. So coaches came up and read as well. Coach Drew was up there at 8 a.m. himself. He was up there juiced up, read a book about Grant Hill, gave some different stories as well. Coach Tang was also up there. Coach Tang brought up a book bag of books of folk tales to read. It was huge for the coaches, and it really showed their servant leadership because the coaches were leading by example. The coaches, every single one of them was up there reading at minimum 30 minutes, reading virtually to be able to send the videos to JH Hines Elementary School. And then the players were just as juiced up because of the tone that the coaches set. So the players were up there walking around hires with the books, asking each other what books they're going to read. So it was really exciting to see the coaches lead by example, and then the players also just as excited to read the JH Hines.
Being an African-American man in this community, in this society, seeing everything that's going on in the world, what does this mean to you to see young men and see coaches that don't have to do this but choose to do this? What does that mean to you for them to give their time to something like this?
Yeah, it's really exciting, and one thing that JH Hines wanted to be intentional about was being that voice to the 4th grade students. So they read books on who was Michelle Obama, who was Muhammad Ali, they read Hidden Figures, they read Tiny Stitches, and they wanted to be intentional about being able to speak to the black and brown students at JH Hines Elementary School and being able to let them know that there are these prominent figures and being able to educate them at that 4th grade level. So that was really exciting. Coach Tang even brought in some folk tales that he likes to read to his kids as well. So in this position, it's really exciting to be able to pour back into the young learners at that 4th grade level because those are going to be our future leaders.
I agree 100%. Moving forward, what is the next step? What can we see from the Baylor men's basketball program or from you at SACE?
Yeah, so what's really exciting, this was just the fall, and we wanted to be intentional about that youth literacy for 4th grade at JH Hines Elementary School. And what we're looking to do in the spring moving forward is venture out into whether it be a health and wellness focused thing or something as well outside of youth literacy. So youth literacy was the fall. We're hoping in the spring that we're going to do something health and wellness related, whether that be the guys coming in and recording them doing some jumping jacks and telling the 4th graders how important it is to get out and be healthy. But being that example for the 4th grade class and for those 4th grade students, all 81 of them, is what we're looking forward to in the spring.
Hey, we love to see it. Donovan Burris, Baylor men's basketball team making an impact in their community. Great talking to you.
Have a good one, King.
3! Congratulations on reaching your reading goals and enjoy the basketball. Sick and Bears.
Yeah!
Thank you.